Hello Aries, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading. Please take what works for you. It may also apply to somebody that is close to you at this time. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so as they are appearing in each house, then those are the influences that are coming to bear for you at this time. So now in the first house we have Taurus. Your first house is the house of yourself, your physical body, your vitality, how you are making your way in the world, so your personal independence, your outlook, just your daily influence in the world. It's also how people perceive you, what you're projecting outwards. So your ascendant may very well have something to do with that, but it's what you project outwards and what they perceive. So it's your observable characteristics and your personality and so on. But it's also all your self-oriented interests, everything to do with you. Okay, so with Taurus, I have coming in for you. It's a very nice, very positive card. So this indicates growth and stability. There's potential for abundance, beauty as well. It's a very supportive, very grounding card, but it also brings in the opportunity for growth, and that can be in a variety of areas. So as I said, abundance, or just bringing beauty into your world, or perhaps you're projecting that in some way. Money, banking, accumulating funds, all of these things are indicated with this card. So you could be really focused on that at this time, tackling all those issues in some way. You will be well received at this time. So if you're asking for an increase or a loan or something like that, then you will be well received. So numbers and finance is highly indicated. So possibly that's just your focus and what you're busy working on at this time. Property, real estate, anything like that is also indicated with the Taurus card. With this card also, you may be wanting to either create home comforts for yourself, or you're just enjoying them at the moment. So these are essential things. These are lovely foods, comfortable surroundings, lovely pillows, just really looking after yourself in your home environment or in your environment. It's also about relaxation and the need for that. It could also be that you have a passionate lover at this time as well. Somebody who, that you really are, it's a very sensual relationship, and that you're enjoying all of that and what that entails. This Taurus card can also be bringing in that that you're starting to display your talents in the arts, or that you're now entering into a period where you're going to be using your talents in the arts. And that can be any form of the arts, from acting through to actual artistic things, or to any kind of creative adventure as well, or music, or the theatre, or acting, anything like that is indicated. Then in the second house, we have Yod Destiny. So your second house is your house of income, the money that's coming in for you. It's also the house of your self-worth, and the house of your value systems, everything that you value within yourself and within others, and in your possessions, your ownership. The second house also rules land and property, real estate, and so on. So with this, you're going to be having a bit of a challenge in this area. So possibly that is why you're so focused on the figures and things at this time. You really, this card it's a destiny card for sure. So you have to trust that things are going to work out. Basically, that's what it's telling you as well. But you're going to be working on your own truth. You're going to be forging a path for yourself, which requires patience and for you to be adaptable. You need to find your own way and find your own answers. Okay, actually do know what to do, because if you consult your inner GPS, if you go within, then you will know. You're not really going to need support from others, and you're probably not going to get it at this stage either. It's not really going to help you, because you actually already know what to do, and it's necessary for you to find your own way. This is about going inward and pulling out your own answers and finding your own path. So support from others probably not forthcoming, and probably not needed at this time. You may just find that there's no clear path right now. You are kind of pioneering a bit. It's difficult to see what needs to be done or how to do it, but you must keep going. You just need to weather through it all, see what is working for you, what is not, and also deal with any health issues that are coming up. Look after yourself. As I said, that's also to do with the Taurus card. Look after yourself. And if you need to scale back on some things, then that's what you must do. in order just to keep yourself on, on an even keel. But as I said, it's a destiny card, so you're just going to have trust that things are working out and that you just need to keep going at this time. Then in the third house, we have Sun Spirit. The third house is everything to do with your communication. This is verbal, written, body language, any form of expression. So it also rules documents and signing things and contracts. The third house also can be short trips, local trips around and about. So with the Sun Spirit card, beautiful card to be coming in, this is really going to help you with all these other things which you may be doing right now. This is going to help you with, it's going to bring in sort of confidence and vitality. Your inner power, your sort of life force is going to be quite strong in this house. But you're also going to be influential. That's what this card imbues you with. It's an influential sort of charisma. You'll be inspirational to others. You may be required to take leadership in some way as well. You may be required to step in and take leadership unexpectedly, or to just show yourself or step up in some way. It's also about being noticed because you're shining so bright. So you may need to step up and just sort of take your place in the sun at this time. There's a spotlight on you in some way. This card can also bring in happiness, and possibly a second chance, or some kind of resurrection is coming in for you as well. So it's a second go at something, but you will be feeling quite dynamic, and it's a good placement for you, and it will help you to pull this off if need be. It's also, your communication may also be directed at certain people, like family members, like cousins, aunts, uncles, siblings, relatives, or it could even be neighbors as well. So possibly you're inspiring others in some way, or you're just setting the tone, taking a leadership in some way. This card can also bring in, something that you're planning for the summer months, like a summer party or some kind of a summer event, which may be coming up for you. And it's also indicative for visiting sunny places, or taking breaks in warm and sunny places right now. Then in the fourth house, we have Aquarius, I know. So the fourth house is your house of home, your physical home, but it's also the atmosphere in the home and the people in your home. It's also your relationship to your family, your roots, your foundation, your ancestry, and your ethnic identity as well. So with Aquarius, I know coming in, I feel that, this is going to bring in some sort of prior knowledge of something. So it's almost like you're seeing the future, or you're seeing glimpses of the future, or you're being able to anticipate things very well. You kind of have an inner knowing. But I do feel it's also really about the people in your home, that you're going to be, somehow, you're going to be somehow meeting people from a different background, or the people from a different background in your home, perhaps ethnic identity or sexual orientation, or they're just very different, or they're cutting edge, or they have very different ideas about things. So it's kind of learning about all of that and understanding their points of view, learning from others, and you may just have these people passing through your home at this time, and or being exposed to them in some way. It's also that at this time you may need to just apply a sort of a rational, unemotional approach in your home life. There may be challenges there, so it's about either too much emotion or too little emotion. But normally with the Aquarius card, it's about just looking at things objectively. Technology may be coming into your home life as well. Perhaps you're upgrading something. You could be just mastering new things in some way, whatever that may be. Perhaps it's actually the physical home, something to do with that, or situations within your home, but it's mastering new things. New things are coming at you. But these friendships that you're coming into contact with as well could be very helpful for you, just from a learning point of view, and from opening your mind and seeing, broadening the mind, really. That's what the Aquarius card is about. Then in the fifth house, we have Virgo, I analyze. Your fifth house is your house of children, your children, or children that you're associated with. It's also your house of creativity. So this is all creative things that you're involved with, or just your creative expression. It's also the house of love affairs, and it's the house of recreational activities of all kinds. So this is having fun, any kind of recreational activity, any kind of activity where you're out and about, and it's enjoyment. It's also there's speculative activities in there, which could be gambling or stock market or something like that. But it's activities in all general. It can be sporting activities as well. So with Virgo, I analyze this could be a Virgo child that you have, or one of your children is a Virgo, and you're focused on them at this time, or it could be a Virgo person coming into your life as a love affair at this time. But Virgo generally is a very analytical sign from a point of view where they sometimes can be overly critical about themselves and others, or just overly critical about a situation. Or it could be that you just need to cast a critical eye over a situation. But just be careful that you don't slip into worry and overthinking things and perfectionism, okay? Just be aware of that either you're not doing that, or perhaps your child is or children are involved in that in some way, or projecting that. Diet and nutrition is important at this time. It's very much a Virgo thing. Also shyness. So you may be experiencing that, or your children are, or you're experiencing that in your relationship. But it's also about details and getting organized. So something you want to do in this house is requiring a detailed look. It's removing clutter. It's streamlining. Perhaps you have a creative project you want to get busy with, or it's just really about casting a really careful eye over everything. And it's also about being helpful to others. So helping others in some way where your analytical abilities may be needed. So it's looking at a situation, picking out what's best, what isn't working, and so on. But it's also about being conscientious and reliable. And those qualities you may be needed for, to do with your children. So build those qualities up, or provide those for them at this time. Or it could be, as I said, in your relationship, perhaps. Perhaps you're drawing somebody like this to you now, who is conscientious and reliable, who has got Virgo qualities, or perhaps you're needing to bring those in. Writing, opening a business, numbers and figures are all indicated in this house as well. So there's some kind of activity going on. Perhaps you're just joining an activity which is, or taking up an activity which requires that from you at this time. Then in the 6th house, we have Pluto transformation. A lot of people are getting this card at the moment. And I think it's really pretty much a sign of the times. I know it's appeared in Aries a few times as well. So it seems to be across the board for quite a lot of people. So 6th house has everything to do with the work, your work project, your workplace, the people you work with, so your colleagues, and any work aspect. It's also your daily routines there. It's also about health and diet. And it's also about the house of pets. So with Pluto transformation, this is literally going from, turning things over. So endings and beginnings. So something will end, something will begin, or something old and familiar will fall away, and something new will come in to take its place. So it's that turning around of things. Pluto is the god of the underworld, so things may come up that have been hidden up until now. So this could be things just come to the surface. So it could be your own hidden feelings around all issues in this house, or it could be secrets coming up. Secrets in the workplace, or some kind of hidden health issue which wasn't known before is now appearing. So something falls away to make room for the new. It's bringing in the new, endings and beginnings. It's also clearing the decks for something new. So possibly if it's work related, you may be changing your work. You may be clearing that away and starting something new, or changing your position. It could also be that something from the past, which you thought of as a certain way, turns out to be not what you thought at all. So there may be a disappointment there. Be careful with your finances at this time, with this turmoil that's going on. Things like taxes and inheritances and legacies and things like that are highly indicated at this time. But it's an intense period. There's definitely a turning over going on in there. And it could even be a rebirth of something old that now sort of turns into something new. So something new comes out of an old thing. With regards to the health side of it, it could just be a complete lifestyle change that you're undergoing, or it needs to be done in some way. And this could be driven by a health issue, or just could be you wanting to change things completely. This card can also bring an ego death of some kind. So perhaps you are changing your views with regards to all the sixth house issues. But when it comes to health, it involves the procreation side of life. It's also your sex organs. It's the lower colon. So yeah, birth is also sort of indicated here. So there's all of those issues coming in. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Look forward to seeing you again. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you next time.